We live, we live, we live. Excuse me. I was gonna watch some stuff on YouTube, but I was watching another one of the TikTok lives. And they're acting crazy on there being irrational. So we're gonna tap into it. Let's see. Let's see. My netty. Here we go.
Black women have gone. And Black women are
Let's
the
see
least
what they're talking about.
incarcerated race of women here in the United States. White women are incarcerated more than Black women. It's a whole host of things that we're doing, and it's because nobody helps as Black women avoid accountability. Y'all always want to put accountability on a Black woman for anything, even for things she ain't even done. And that's the reason why we do better than y'all and will
They
forever
just
do
said
better than y'all
black
because y'all
man is the cause
refuse
of
to
every
accept anything
they
that y'all do. Y'all know y'all out here unaliving
they
people.
said
Y'all
no
know y'all
matter
out here
what,
being broke
it
bunnies.
always
Y'all know
goes
y'all
back
out here
to
making
black
single
men.
baby mamas.
Like
Solo
what?
had the audacity to just bring up parenting
What they be saying?
when he
The
made a broken
CIA
home
winning.
and a baby mama. Like, what the heck are you talking about? You are part of the problem as we speak. You know what I'm saying? But that's how disconnected Black men are from reality. You can sit there and let everybody know that you just made a baby mama in a
One
broken
of the
home,
saddest
but
part,
then come out
we
your
the
fat
only
lips and
race
say,
that do this.
who's raising the kids? Who's raising the kids? You see what I'm saying? It's really, actually, I think it's something mentally wrong with the collective of Black men. Not all of them, of course, but it's something wrong with a lot of them. But that's all I got to say. I'm laying my plane. Thanks for letting me speak, host.
You're absolutely welcome. Ooh, Jesus be offense, Lord. Does anybody have anything to say about what she just said?
A lot of y'all be I be putting a mirror. Oh, sorry. I be putting a mirror to a lot of y'all faces, and y'all just don't like y'all reflection, and that's something that y'all got to look deep into. That's not my problem. That's yours. I'm a land.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, that's why these lives that I be doing is it gets so much like controversial the way that it does because the questions that I ask are very angled a certain way because of the fact I'm trying to bring awareness and just point it out. Let's be point blank about it because all that pussyfooting around and walking around the mulberry bush 6,000 times, it ain't getting us nowhere. It's getting us unalived at a crazy rate. It's getting us disrespected. It's getting us misunderstood. It's getting us nowhere, nowhere, nowhere fast. So let's just get to the point. And you find that every time we ask them directly about things that are actually like problems that they're doing, they'll try to flip it on us quickly. They won't actually take the accountability for anything. And I just think that is, absolutely insane. I think it's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Now if they flipping it around, that's
I don't know.
different. But
I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting.
a lot of sometimes
Who else would like to
I don't
speak?
see
Sam, I
them
am.
flipping
How
it
are you?
around.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for letting me up on the panel. So it's been a very interesting conversation for the most part. I've been listening for a while now, and she's no longer on the panel. I think her name is Black Betty. I want to congratulate her because I watched her in real time hold her own. And that was pretty cool to watch a woman hold her own. And I congratulate you too, the host, for not getting to the other rabbit hole, whole cancer and century. I think Black Daddy or something. And for him, if he's still here, this is not my advice, just my opinion. Be the parent you wish you had as a child. That's all I'm going to say to that situation. And as far as like solo, like everything you said so far on the
And they got
panel,
something to say
you,
to everybody.
you sound very intellectual, like you sound like you are in touch with what you're saying, you like as far as like trying to take accountability. But for me, watching, it's all performance. That's not accountability, because when Black Betty asked you that question, would you agree to be to say that you are that guy who also made that wrong pick? All you had to say was yes. What would that do to you? It would not destroy you as a person. So you still hold that threshold of that ego thing, which is where the healing really is. And on a common platform and talk about this kumbaya, oh no, no, screw that. That's all performance theory. That's not real. And it's the lady who last spoke. Most of the things you said were very spot on, were very correct. The only thing I am a little bit concerned about is at some point, I guess, in your passion, your tonality switched, and it you sounded very like I don't want to say triggered because you're not triggered because
Don't
you're
police
married
it.
to because you're married to a black man, and you being married to a black man is evidence that there are black men out there who are responsible. So I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. Like everything you said was spot on, but I feel like no, I
Don't
think
tone police me. Don't do that. Don't
Oh
do
my
that.
I'm not,
God.
man. That's why I said I think.
Oh my God.
I'm not Tom policing you. I'm not correcting you. I'm giving my opinion, like I said.
Like, damn.
That's exactly what I said. So yeah,
Nigga gave you a flower
like
as
I
soon as
said,
he said
I
something.
congratulated you. I said everything, most of what
It
you said
wasn't even
was
against
spot
you.
on and correct. So where Tom policing, no, we don't do that, right? So that's all I wanted to say.
That's
And
exactly what
to
you did.
contribute to that, answering the prompt, I would like to see
That shit, wow.
conversations circling where like both of you or women like you who are married,
They be on
what are the
these lives,
things that
people
you
like,
did or
congratulations. They
did
be
do
like,
that
fuck
worked for
you.
you?
Like,
Share those
what?
ideologies, share those strategies,
Like,
because I am
what?
I subscribe to the
I don't
mindset
get it.
that if you've been hurt by a lover or a past person, you are part of that construct of why it happened. You shared part of the responsibility. What part of you was would allow that to happen? That's where the healing comes in. So for people in this day and age who are in relationships, and I believe in happy relationships, share those tools so we can have more constructive conversation instead of these combative conversations. Thank you.
It was the tone policing part for me that I just.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that kind of blew me too, host, because it was like I know that I speak with conviction and I speak with passion, but the fact that you want to disregard, you say, "Oh yes, everything that you said was spot on," but I don't like the way you said it because it hurt my feelings and it made me feel some sort of way in the pit of my stomach. And just like the men in the
Y'all hear this
comments
shit?
saying that I'm angry, y'all can say that if y'all want to, but once again, y'all can't call me wrong.
That
Y'all can
man
never
said
debate me.
nothing
Y'all
of
can
that
never
such.
debunk me. Y'all can never disprove any of the things that I say about y'all because it's true. So the only
It's
thing that y'all
crazy
can
how
do is
some
nitpick
people,
because I didn't say it
cons-
in a way that y'all want me to. And I don't believe
it's crazy conception. Conception is so crazy. As you can say a whole sentence to somebody and that can concept it in a whole different way. Like, that is wow.
AIDS even before I was even born, and it did absolutely nothing. Y'all are still on the bottom socially and financially and in every other avenue. So clearly coddling does not work for y'all. So if y'all don't like the way I say things, then
And
I
it's
really need
sad.
you to go and
That's
go to
what
the
they've been
store, your
trying
local
to
store, your
push for
Walmart,
years, and like
wherever.
people's
I know we
finally
banned in
saying it.
Target
Like,
right now. Go somewhere and get your big boy draws and put them on and suck it up. You a man, right? You the king, right? You supposed to be the leader, right? So suck it up and stop being so soft. I don't got to be nice to y'all. Good day, sir.
Interesting. Um.
I came back. I came back because I wanted to be clear that I clocked him and I called him out for saying that the coochie rate goes up when you do A, B, C, and D. And my problem was you stopped me from clocking him and instead turned it on me. But my clocking him was, baby, that is being performative and predatory. When you're doing things like that to get the attention of women or to coerce women to be
the
with you
the
or be
host
near you or be in
man came
proximity
on
to
here
you,
and
that's
said
coercive,
somebody
that's
on here was my
predatory.
girl
That's point blank
and was saying
predatory.
regular stuff,
And that's what I was bringing to
and
light.
they got mad. I feel like the host about to hop on her
Which
ass
I don't
now.
have a problem with you bringing to light because your opinion is your opinion and you're so much entitled to it. So that's not even an issue. It wasn't that you were going to bring it to the light. It was the fact that you were saying is if he said that's what he does, and he was bringing up an example. So I mean that it was really the semantics of the wording, which is what he was getting caught up on. and then that was what's causing the confusion and the go back and forth between. Um, so it wasn't necessarily that you said that you were going to clock him. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to come up here and go to toe. So that's what the fuck he was going to have to do, especially when his opinion was going to be different than what was on the panel. So you know, but I mean, I don't have no hard feelings about it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you
But
interrupted and you
I
turned
did
it
because
around
you
and
were
you said,
saying that you
no,
this is
baby, this is what I'm
information that
telling where
you
you went
received.
wrong. You interrupted and you said, no, ladies, you have to admit when men have shiny things that you guys turn around. You said that to women.
I said that it is a fact because we've seen it. Are you? And I said, don't be disingenuous because we know as women, all the women on this panel in this room right now know that there's women that will go for flashy things, which is why men get away with leading with their money because there's still some women that would actually entertain it. Is that wrong to say?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Is it
Yeah,
not
it is.
true? Is it not
Yeah.
true that women are
It's
entertaining
true.
flashy things from men?
But it's true.
Like
This is
I
why
don't
we need
understand that.
more
I didn't say all women do it,
black
but
people
I said that there
together.
are some women out here that will
This
turn a
black
man
man's getting
down and
attacked
then
by
will
black
see him
women,
hop in a Lamborghini and
and
think
his
twice.
woman
Oh,
stood
maybe I
up
need to
for
talk to
him.
him. That is a
Now they mad
fact.
about that. They mad that she stood
Yeah,
up for him.
no.
That's what all
I
this
think that
about.
there may be a small minority that may do that, but I think what you're saying is
I
dangerous,
said
and
some.
I think that
I didn't say all. I didn't say majority. I said some.
I
So
think
I
that
mean, again,
I think that you stopping me from clocking that and then flipping it back on women instead of allowing me to finish and letting him know that saying that the coochie rating goes up when you have flashy things, that the disrespect
men think like that, June. Like,
in
stop
that
it. You know, men think like that.
again, the disrespect in that was
Okay.
bothersome for me, but I I don't think I'm being heard,
You
and
are
I'm gonna
being
leave
heard,
it at that.
but you're also not being honest about the fact that there are women who do that, and that was what I said. You're trying to make it seem more than what it is because I just clearly said that, and
Right.
I'm like, come on, everybody in this room knows that this happens. Like, there's some women who do this. I didn't say all women. I didn't say the majority of women. And again, the only reason why I stopped you because you kept saying you do this type of behavior to get women. This is what you admitted to, and that's not the words that he used, which was why he was going at you the way that he was, because he was saying that's not what I'm saying. You're twisting my narrative. You're twisting my words. So that was the only thing
And
I was
that's what a
trying to
lot
get
of
the
people do
confusion
on
there.
these.
But now it
It's
turned
like a
into this as if I was
manipulation.
trying to stop you from something. It had nothing to do with that. If you were
Can
going
we
to
be
if you were going
in
to clock him,
agreement? Can we
And
be
that's
in
why I
agreement that
say
the word you
a
is
lot of
not
these
just
people
singular but it's
need
plural,
to be we
and
need
for
to be in
some
these black
reason
relationships.
when I said you,
Cause I see
only
on
you and
this
him
past all the live
took that
shit, a lot of
personal.
people always try
I
to
didn't take it personal. I did not take it personal. He took it personal.
see a
And
lot of
that's what he
people
was getting upset about. This is what I
always
was
try to
saying
like
to you
turn your
and to
narrative
everybody in
around
the
and like
room.
switch up what you said,
So
like,
I understand.
and if you're
I
not
agree that it can be
and everybody can
frustrating.
slip up mind
However,
wise, but
that's what he was focusing
if
on.
you're not like
The
the brightest person, I'll
hyperfixation
easily
on what
get you.
he
You'll
was
be like,
saying.
hold on, I said
Why you
this, you'll
kept
start
getting triggered
stumbling,
and
they'll
jumping
like
off
trick
of
you out of
it.
your words.
That's what happened.
But since she was up
No,
here to back him
but
up,
and
it
you're
ain't play
saying
out
you're
right. And now
using
she
it
upset.
to help
They was
him.
all upset, but they all left.
I didn't need to
She
help
she
him.
made
That's
all the
what it
girls
is.
left
If
off of
you're
here
going to confront somebody,
once she
June,
stood up for
then
a man.
why
And
would
that's
you
fucking
mince
wow.
their words instead of just saying
That's
what he
sick,
actually
actually.
said? He didn't say that this was his behavior. He was using an example, and he wasn't part of the example in the manner that he was saying, I do this. This is how I get girls. That's
I
not what he
never
said.
said
But
it
that's
was
what
him.
you proceeded to
I
say.
never said, and again, I never said it was him. The word you is both plural and singular. But for
Right, but
some
stop acting
reason,
like you don't know
you
why he
keep,
took offense to
baby,
that word.
for some reason, you're
Come on,
making this
June.
personal.
Come
No,
on,
she's
June.
not. No, she's
Come on,
not.
June. Stop acting like you don't understand why he took offense to the word you. Like, stop it. Like, that's being disingenuous. Like, we see it all the time on this panel. Anytime we're talking to men or to women and we say you, not me, and you be like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about in general. Like we've had to say it. I've heard you having to say it. Like I'm not talking about you specifically. You've had to make the difference. So that was what he was harping on. That's the only thing I was
And
picking
let
up.
me be clear, the only reason, if you've heard me say that, is because I feel the need to dumb it down. Not because I know anything else, but because I dumb it down, because I know that some people don't understand that the word you is both singular and plural. So if you've ever heard me do that, it was to help someone.
Again, she wasn't. Her defense of him was bringing clarity to the situation that he was referring to something in plural sense. That's what she's saying. So I don't
I gotta
understand
look that
why
up.
you're
You can
confused
be
about
plural.
that. Or another problem I have with something you said is that women, most women, not all, which we can admit,
Can
are
you
not
be
attracted to
plural?
shiny things, and you said that's not true. Won't you agree that that will be the same emotional on the parallel of we want a man to be a provider, earn certain XYZ of money, have certain things established? Wouldn't that be on the same parallel? Which it is like. So why would you say that's not true?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. But
No, I'm speaking to June because I'm
you can
speaking to
answer
June.
that if she wants to, but I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Right, that nigga is beauty. He like, oh man. He trying to help
And
you out.
I think we should look at something else here, because I too don't know what you're talking about. But because a man who is clearly jabbering and blabbering is agreeing with you, you may need to recheck your stance. I just want to say, neither one of us, and I don't know anybody in the comments who understood what he said, but he was in agreement with you.
If you
And
don't
we
understand
all
what I
know, may
said,
I
I can
finish?
repeat
Is there
myself.
any way I can finish
You
without you
can't,
interrupting?
No,
ma'am.
he's
It won't
been
make
very
sense
But
for you to finish
patient.
sir,
because
Let
only
I
And
one
y'all
need you
just
to
person.
keep talking
submit,
about it
That
like
baby. Well, like I said, when you recognize that one of the dumbest, I'm sorry, that one of the people on the panel is saying some gibberish, but yet they make
the
sure they're agreeing with
dumbest.
you, Flexi,
That's
baby,
obviously an educated
you
black
might be
man.
taking the wrong
that
stance.
is,
And
I'm
with
not
that,
taking
I
on
yield.
What the fuck,
nothing
yo?
because you're
This
not.
shit.
You're sitting here trying
This should be
to
making my
try to
stomach
make
turn
something like
sometime.
turn me into something at this point. But you and I both know the reason why he kept coming off of mute and kept going back and forth with you because he was harping on the word you. He took offense to the word you. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand what that man
And
said. I
doesn't
don't.
that
I don't
mean
need
he
him
have
to defend
wouldn't
me.
that mean
I
there's a
don't need him to
comprehension
defend me or speak
issue?
for me.
Would that mean there's a comprehension issue on his
It sounds
part?
like you're pointing a finger toward him though. It sounds like you're actually speaking to him because you were having a conversation directed to him. So when you're saying you to a person that you're only talking to one person, then why is he wrong to think that you were talking to him? Again, we've
Yeah,
all been
that's
a
just
victim of somebody saying you and they're meaning maybe in a plural sense and say not me, not I. We all have said it. So he took offense to it. Okay, he's wrong for taking offense. We can say that. Cool. That's where we want to go at. We'll say that. But at the same time, stop acting like you don't understand why he was upset or why it started to turn left. He thought you were taking a personal jab at him and saying that this is what he do to get women. And he's saying, no, I was just using that as an example. Now, maybe what he said as far as the coochie meter and all that, yeah, I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But again, he said it. That's his opinion. He's a man. That's what the hell he think about. But at the same time, don't make it seem like, oh, I tried to stop you from clocking him. No, I'm trying to tell you why he's getting and you can't get your words out because he's harping on the word you. That's it.
Again,
Like, I
so
don't.
because he's having a comprehension issue, you needed to come in and help him with his comprehension issue by
You can
telling
say if
me
that's how you want
that
to say it. Fine, say it that way. That's fine. I mean, because you keep saying it's a comprehension issue, and everybody in this room know that if you're saying you to and you're talking to just one person, that it could be confused with you're talking to that person specifically. Like, I don't. You can say whatever you want to say, but that's we can agree to disagree on that. But we know that to be true. Like, I don't. I just think that's kind of absurd that you're sitting there trying to be obtuse about that and to act like that's not a real thing for him to have that confusion. It's not like we like I don't know like But that's
It's
fine. We can
not
agree
a
to
hard
disagree.
thing. It's not difficult at all to get to that point because this is the same man who said, correct me if I'm wrong, that when Black Betty asked him specifically, what do women need to be held accountable? He said BBLs and how they smell. So the
That's
two are
not what he
kind of
said.
the
See, and
two,
again, you're doing it right
ma'am.
now. That's out of
What did
context.
you tell me what he said?
Like that is so out of context. He used it as an example, and you didn't like the example, but that was not what he said. Like, come on, man. Like, and that's crazy because now I feel like you're trying to be facetious at this point because you feel some type of way, and now you want to go back and forth. I offered to have this conversation offline, but you want to come up here and go back and forth. And the thing about it is, I don't have to be confrontational with you. You know what I'm saying? Again, I apologize
But
if your
you
feelings were
are.
hurt. If your feelings were hurt, I apologize. Before you came up here, I apologize. Okay? And I will apologize to you again. Your feelings are hurt. I apologize for that. As the host, I take responsibility what happened in my room. And I don't want you to feel that way, so I apologize. That's all I can do in this moment. At the end of the day, I'm not going to keep going around the mulberry bush, and I've already said what I said, why I said it, and that's all I can do. I can't give you nothing else. If that's not good enough for you, June, then I don't know how to move forward with that. But for you to continue to, like, now you picking at me, and now I feel like it's coming facetiously at this point. So now it's like where are we going with this? Because we mature black women, you know what I'm saying, and we don't got to be at odds about this. Like, this is like, especially not like this, because we could have did this privately on the back end, which I offered to do.
But you also offered me to come up here. So let's
I
not be,
did, but
but
we're
baby,
here now, and now
let's
you're
not
trying to
be
be facetious about it.
disingenuous.
Now,
It's like,
I did.
see?
I offered to do both. You're absolutely
I'm about to
right.
say that.
But now that you're trying to be facetious, this doesn't have to go this far because I'm still not changing my stance. He was bothered by the word you. Now you're saying you didn't mean it that way. Okay, cool. But don't act like it's not he didn't have a reason to take it that way because you're talking to him. So we do. Like, I don't, and I like, what do you like? Come on, man, June. Like, you really trying to be obtuse on purpose.
Am I? Is
You
it
are.
me?
You are.
Do
And
you
then
notice
and
that
then and then you're
Rasta
giving
is
context
agreeing with
clues.
you? Do you notice that Rasta is also agreeing with you? Is it me that's
Ross is
being
only agree.
obtuse?
The crazy part is you're letting the comments add more fluff to this because Ross is only doing it because it's you, June. Because it's you, and you and I both know that. So now you're sitting here trying to inflate more into the situation and make it even more inflammatory when you know why Ross is
How am
doing
I
it. He
making
does
it more
not like you
inflammatory?
because Ross doesn't like you. So he's gonna take any time he can get a shot at you. That's why. And you and I both know that.
Do you hear what you're saying? So that Rasta dislikes me, that he's gonna agree with you. That means that makes that
That's
more
not what.
less
Meaning that
valuable.
Ross is gonna come in here and try to triangulate, and you're feeding into it. So I mean, what? So what are we doing? Why are you allowing Ross to come into this conversation and then you want to feed into it? You already know what Ross to do. He's a troll, and to see this going on with a woman
I
that
think I'm very I'm sad about the way this is going. I'm very
man, it
sad.
shouldn't be sad. It shouldn't be sad because you're really being facetious right now, and you're purposely being obtuse, and it's
I'm
kind of like
being
why.
obtuse because
You are being obtuse
I'm being
because now you're sitting
obtuse
there talking
because
about
an
roster, and
adult
I'm trying
I'm
to figure out why
assuming
you're
that an
talking about
adult
roster.
man can't comprehend that you is singular and plural. I'm being
Okay,
obtuse because an
okay,
adult I ma'am, can I
okay,
finish? I'm
absolutely.
being obtuse. I'm being obtuse because I made the assumption that an adult man, I'm going to assume with a high school diploma, doesn't understand you being plural and singular. That is my bad. That's something that should be my fault, and that's where you needed to correct me. I needed to be corrected
You
that he
said
might be
this man
so
just
stupid.
admitted
No, can
that
I finish? That he
that
might be so
you
stupid to
like
think it's
what,
about him.
girl? Okay, go ahead, go off.
And then once I leave, you start talking and telling people I'm radical and so forth.
You
Like,
are radical. I've told you that to your face, June. What are you talking about?
it's getting worse.
Don't act like
Worse,
I've never told you that to your face.
worse.
Like are you for
Radical is
real?
me asking the man to stand on what he says. And now we
When
get to watching full time. You doing? Have a good day.
I'm not doing
This
this.
is, woo,
I'm not.
baby.
You either want to have this conversation in the private, because right now I feel like you're trying to put on a show.
She
I feel
is.
like you're trying to be facetious. I feel like you're trying to twist words. It's nothing for me to download this and actually replay it out, and so everybody can see what was actually said. Because you said that this man admitted. You were like, "Oh, this is what you do. This is your behavior." You pointed it toward him. That's how you said it. Now you don't want to admit it and you want to backpedal. Fine, okay. You want it to be plural. Fine, okay. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to stand on my stance. That's why I said what I said. That's why I did what I did. I apologize, and that's all I can do. So that's where I'm at with it. Like, but all this other stuff, you over here talking about Rasta, a man that you know don't like. Of course, he sees two women having a disagreement. And he knows he does not like you. So when, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna agree with Flexi because I don't like June, and I'm gonna add more chaos and more fuel to the fire. And then you allowed him to do that. So I'm just sitting here like, why would you even point out Rasta? Who cares about him? He's a nobody. This man lies about the women that he's with and takes him off of Pinterest and says, "Oh, this is my woman," and the whole time it's a Pinterest picture.
Yo.
Like, that shit's crazy, man. Divinity, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I did, but if it's not a good time for you to receive it, then I don't want to
Uh-oh. You got something to say? Cause everybody trying to stand up for a
put
man
more flame to
too.
the fire. What I was trying to get you to notice is that we were having a conversation, and
What's wrong with these people?
who that man was you. None of us knew who he was. So when he said that he's somebody's boyfriend or he's somebody's man up here on the panel, I knew he wasn't mine. I knew he wasn't the other ladies, and I just wasn't prepared for him to say that it was yours, which is cool. And when he said that, I feel like the way that he said it was in a very, very weird way, because if that is your man, stop, Jada, and these women on this panel who are just women on the app, you don't know them personally, but once he said that he was somebody's man on this panel, that put us that could have put us in a tight position, because whatever he says, it is possible that you could become defensive, just like the situation happened, for a simple misunderstanding. And I think that when everything kind of happened, I don't think that June knew that I don't think that she knew.
Hold up. Let me stop you 1 second. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm not defending him. I'm defending myself, because that's what's in question. I can't defend him. That's not what I'm. If he needs to defend himself, he can defend himself. I'm defending what's in question, which was me. Which was, oh, why did you stop me? That's what I'm defending. All that other shit I'm not defending. But go ahead.
Okay, I got you. The only thing is, when we're having conversations about these kind of situations, I don't think that any of us are expecting a man, that somebody's man on a panel, to come up and say some of the things that he said. And so without us knowing who this man said that he belonged to, that just kind of puts us in a messed up spot. Then it's like, okay, should I say something or should I not? Because then that's going to possibly make you uncomfortable. And I just feel like it wasn't necessarily a you
Y'all should
thing.
give
It was
every
more so
man
a
that
him
leeway.
thing, because he could have came up here and just simply said whatever he had to say. He didn't even have to say that he was your man. But the fact that he said that in a space where women are talking about men's issues, and a lot of us talk about decentering men, and then he gets up there, centers himself as somebody's man on the panel. He should have never done that. That's all I'm saying.
That don't make
Okay,
sense.
I can
Like
agree to that. Cool. I
every
can agree to that. I mean,
you should be
I can't
conscious
control
what
him. I didn't even know he was
anybody
gonna say
coming
that.
up there
But
is
at the
saying.
same
Like
time, I don't know if that's what I'm saying. Like, and I hate being in this type of, because I'm like, the reason why he said it, he didn't just randomly say it. It was because somebody said he didn't have a man, or didn't have a woman or a queen or something. And that was what his response was to it. So, not to say, and I don't think it was the best response, and it was something that I didn't like personally. However, at the same time, like, he didn't just randomly say it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, he said it, he did what he did. Again, All I can do is what I can do, and what I did and what I did, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still gonna stand on it. I'm not. It doesn't change on who it is. And he is not the first man that I've had to say, "Hold up, wait, did you hear what he said?" Or "That's not what he said." I've said it on this panel, another panel, whatever panel. You know what I'm saying? Like any of my
Straight
shows, I
up.
have come to the defense of men. I have come to the defense of women. So of course it's going to be blown out of proportion because it's Flexy's man. So now we have to take account because it's Flexy's man, which is fine. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We can practice what we preach over here. You feel me? And it definitely could have been handled better. I agree. But at the same time, like that's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? I can only take accountability for myself. I can't take accountability for him. And I will have whatever conversation I need to have with him on the back end and move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as what just happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate the fact that it's really like being misconstrued and really trying to come at like, oh, I'm against women. I don't know. It's I don't really like
No, I don't
what's the
listen.
name.
I understand that, and I this is the whole thing. The whole thing that I think should be taken from this, and I don't mean no harm when I say this, is that this is something that men do. That was an ego issue for him to say, "Yeah, I'm somebody's man on this panel." It was even the way that he said it. If you go back
Ego.
and listen to it, it's the way that he said it. Because I'm gonna tell you what. I've
He
had
said it
men that
because
I
he
have been in
know how
relationships with from years
a
ago
lot of
come on
black
my
women act
panel
on these
and
paddles.
talk crazy as hell.
I
They never
apologize,
not
not
one
black
time
women,
said, "Oh
women.
yeah, me and Divinity was in a relationship." Never not one time, unless I told somebody, they would have never known. That was
And
a
I'm a
ego
person, I
move,
stand
and
up
that was
for
something
women.
that he should not have done. But that is a way that men triangulate women, which is what women are talking about. And what happened? You got into it with another woman because she didn't know that that was your man when he should have kept his mouth closed. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even. I don't feel no kind of way about you as far as you did something wrong. He put you out there and put you in a position where you had to go back and forth with a woman that was checking a man and she thought was just a regular degular that comes on these panels and talks crazy. And then he just said, "Okay, yeah, I'm somebody's man on the panel." Pretty and Betty married. It ain't my man. It ain't June's man. So of course that left you. So the way that he did it is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's nothing personal towards you. It's just that the
I'm
way that
not
he
I'm
did
not
that, that's
offended.
what it was.
I'm not offended by that. And like I said, I don't
And
disagree
I
with it.
like
You
how
know what I'm
she
saying?
still
So at
stand
the end of
about
the
her
day, like,
man.
um, the conversation, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't even, whether y'all went at him or not, that wasn't, he jumped up here. Like, I've been doing this panel for 10 months. So he already know what type of panel I got. He already know the type of women that come up here. You know what I'm saying? So that, that wouldn't have bothered me. That's not where the defense came. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here like, let's just be clear. If we're going to have a conversation and you're going to confront people, then you got to hear what people say. This is why I run the panel the way that I do, that when somebody comes up here, we start asking the questions. You know what I'm saying? Because it started to go left. Andrew came up here and said what he said. I said, well, I had already asked Anthony a question, but it was already, you know what I'm saying? All the women were starting to talk. And I'm like, well, I did ask him a question. I was trying to redirect the conversation or at least get to a point where you can explain what he said. Because the first example of the BBL wasn't liked. Okay, cool. Then it was like, oh, now you're trying to pick on black women, or he ain't even say nothing about black women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But the thing is, we know stereotypically that's something. Even though YT
maybe
women
it
do get it
is.
because it's the
Maybe it
Kardashians.
is.
Yeah,
But the
but
point
see,
is, it was hyper fixation on what he was saying. And then that's what was triggering him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here like, okay,
but
let's just move
hold
on.
on. How does a man who knows that his woman holds these kind of panels and he knows what kind of women are on the panels? Again, he should have kept his cover then. If he already knows that it's women that's gonna come up and be quote unquote radical, he should have kept his composure, put his ego to the side, and just been laughing on the back end or something. But the fact that he had to say that, that's the whole point. What I'm talking about, I don't care about nothing that man said because I was barely listening. But it's the fact that he had to say. You just said that he already know what kind of panel you run. He know the women. He know how the women talk. He should have definitely just kept that to himself.
I mean, again, I don't disagree, but at the same time, it was also
They all argue with it. Let's find a new lie. Ain't no way y'all mad because she stood up for her man. That's weird as fuck. I gotta get ready soon. Let's see what the hell else is on, man. Gonna be a critter. Somebody said you're an interesting critter. The fuck? Trigger. That man said trigger. Whoa, now I was. Hold up now, my nigga. Not passport man. Passport man. Oh, Lord. Who's more delusional, man or women? What? See if it's still. It look like I stopped raining already. Then these people, I couldn't even get up. I was so sleepy, man. These people came to the door early, bugging and shit. I ain't even get to see them. Let me see. I came through talking about some big, beautiful bill. Like, y'all motherfuckers don't get the hell out of here. Ugh. Oh, shit. I got my. What I say? Oh, no, that's when the motherfuckers came back. Yeah, they motherfuckers came back. These motherfuckers. Oh, y'all can't even hear that. What the fucking program? Actually, do we got underground? What? Don't nobody get no fuck about that. And that's what made me iffy on that. Like y'all trying to come through. I feel like they trying to target some older people with that shit. Cause I mean, of course, it's a few younger people that be into politics. But people like me don't give no fuck about no bill. Like, besides Obama, I never cared for no president. I didn't care what they said. Like, nigga, I follow God. Like, God, my president. The fuck? And I ain't even being funny. I just being honest. Like, I never in my life looked to be like, oh, what's the law right now? What change? Fuck that. I'ma do what the fuck I wanna do. And I'm a good person, so I ain't gotta worry about that. You like, oh, but you don't get locked up. Nigga, I ain't doing nothing to get locked up. You feel me? Like the fuck? Oh, that's why I'm gonna smack their ass. I'm mad I was asleep. Asking my grandma for a motherfucking paper towel. Fuck wrong with y'all? Talking about you sweaty. Motherfucker don't be walking door to door then. The fuck you think gonna happen? Yeah, my grandma's so sweet. She gave him some water and all that. The hell that done? I don't know. I'm iffy about that. I said they was doing nothing wrong. They probably, you feel me, is getting used, push some agenda. But yeah, don't come through here again. Don't come back out this way. Man, you better be glad my uncle ain't motherfucker wasn't at the door. See, I would have told him we good. My uncle, my uncle gonna be on that bed. He don't come through with the original angry black man face. Them peoples. Hey, what the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? What? The fuck is he talking about? Nigga. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, y'all can't even hear it.
Stuff, bro. I'm telling you, this stuff is
Whoa,
amazing.
okay.
Damn.
So, wait a minute, hold
I
on,
wish I could rewind
Benefits
these
as in like
lives.
she wanna
Snap,
bounce on,
bro. Snap.
she
Snap.
wanna bounce on it like Singer.
Food stamps.
Oh,
Alright, just catch y'all
Yo,
up.
these
whoa.
sites
This
just
nigga said
funny
he
as
never
hell.
heard of
Yeah, I go to all
jailbirds.
types of sites. I be reading stuff
And
all the
then
time
this
because I
dude
have questions that
said,
I have to
you never
answer
heard of the
when I do my classes.
XXX?
And so people be
I
asking me
I
stuff,
don't
and I
be
have to
saying
have
that
the answers
word.
when I go into
I ain't no
class.
Chris, but I
So I
don't
have
be
to study.
saying
I
that
have to look up
word.
all types of stuff.
But
It's just
for
part of what
them
I gotta do.
numbers.
Anyway,
He said
so my ultimate point would end
6
up
foot
being
tall, 6 inches
that
and 6 pack.
a majority of women
Like, why the fuck is y'all
on this one
explaining that
site
like that?
are saying they're not dating a brokey. And also on Dating America states that women are very concerned with height, weight, gym life, heavy communicational skills, and it's a whole bunch of standards up here. But it's like
Bro, how
we
can
That
they,
want
nigga
bro?
said,
This is my
what the
problem.
fuck?
Ladies, I'm also very humble and transparent. Okay, how can you ask for these gym standards and all these
That
different
nigga
things like that,
said
right?
6 foot,
When literally in
6
America,
inches and
75% of
what
women
the
are
fuck?
overweight or obese.
Talk, you never heard of the
How
XXX?
can you ask for that? If you're not
Nigga.
doing that yourself, this is how you would say to a man. If he's not doing it himself, why is he asking for that? Don't be asking for that. I'll live a healthy lifestyle. I'm in good weight. I make sure of that. Because guess what? I want a woman that's in a good weight.
It's
She
the
may
cornball
work out,
live.
and actually I can shoot. I used to be working in a gym, so just like Coach, I know how to get if I, I know how to get that body right. That's all I gotta say. If you really want that particular type of life and
Nigga, learn
particular
how to
type of
articulate your words before you make a
body
lie,
that you
bro.
want, I can do that. That's not a problem. But
Can you speak
when
clearly?
you are overweight or obese and you're asking for this particular type of man, why do you think that he's gonna want you, right? If you want this particular type of man, right? This is why I want to go more into it. I'm gonna ask more questions, right? But about who's more delusional, I got a whole list of questions. It's gonna be fun today, right? If you got a, I have to be honest, if you got a bad mouth, how are you going to expect a king? How can
I
you
burnt
how
the
can you
shit
want a
out
king
myself
if you
earlier.
have no
Trying to
character?
see it.
If you have a bad mouth, if you're not emotionally intelligent, and you're not spiritually intelligent. How can you want a king? You gotta remember, ladies, like we age differently. We do. That's just being honest. I'm not even 35, and from 35 to 50, 55 is my prime. I will get my maximum potential of money. What happens when I get that?
I ain't for
There's so many
everybody. Just
women that's gonna want
that
me.
shit come with age,
Now,
nigga. That
this is
shit
the
come
problem,
with
though.
hard work.
This is what we always talk about because I'm a very fair
That
man.
nigga think he gonna turn
There's
50
a lot of
and
them
be
that's gonna. Most of them are gonna want me for what I can do, not for who I am, and that's the scary part.
You think you better
Thousands
turn
and thousands of
50 and
women.
this shit's gonna come.
Literally, what's the girl's name? You gotta see this girl. Her name is Didi. She's like really popular on TikTok. She's like she always goes viral. Her name is like
What are you
Didi.
talking about?
Right.
I know you're talking about.
Right. And so
Nigga, I had
so
speech
she was talking
class.
about the 6
That's
foot
why I'm
men.
able
Like,
to speak so
women be saying like there's
excellently.
no 6 foot black foot men.
I know excellently
six
isn't a
foot
word,
black
but
men around
that's
where
why I
they
can
are
speak so
or in
well.
the state, whatever it may be, right? And I was like, you know
Hey,
what?
nigga, you ain't go to speech class?
Why not? I'll put a little comment, right?
Nigga talking
I put that
why
I was 6'2",
I think it's
215.
just a rough life.
I'm living in
I know some
California.
people can't
Man of
help
God,
it,
right?
but
That night, I
nigga,
checked
I
it that night.
supposedly
I got
couldn't
like
help
little,
it.
no, 5 little likes. I'm like,
Well, I
okay,
grew up in
cool,
a
you know what I'm
different
saying? Like,
generation.
it's cool. Like,
We wasn't going
I'm
for,
not tripping. The next day,
unless you was fully something wrong with you,
I
it
look at
wasn't
my
allowed.
phone and I'm wondering like, where did all these likes come from? It was over 200 likes and comments. I'm like, wait, what? Now, this is the kicker. Because I'm a man that don't have no children. And I would love my own family. A total of 600 women, at least 580 of them, right? They were single mothers. I'm like, dang, is it that bad out here? Is it really that bad? And I'm over looking at the comments.
Don't fix it then, nigga.
Look at. I was in the comments, right? There was 3 grandmas that wanted me. I said, what? 3 grandmas wanted me? Somebody auntie wanted me? Somebody. I'm like, what is going on here? So
It's
I'm
life,
like,
nigga.
hey,
You a grown man now.
I don't know. Y'all might be y'all tell me. I don't know. I don't know who's more delusional.
You nigga.
I'm just being honest.
You acting like that ain't right.
Go ahead, Coleman. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely say is ladies, because if it wasn't, there's a reason why they'd be like, oh, he was just running game. He didn't really want me. He got what he wanted, and then once he got what he wanted, he dipped out. Now, are there some dudes that get the playbook ran on them? Yeah, there is. I'm not going to deny that. But what I will say, dudes, what I will say we are delusional about sports, like
I told y'all this the
a
geeky
hoop
line.
dream or like any sports dream that we have. Like dudes to still be 30 talking about oh yeah, I can make it to the league still, buddy. No, you're not. You're not making it to the league, bro. It's okay. And I think one of the ladies had said it too, was like, like even with our homeboys, we know like buddy may be lying, like dog. That ain't you, bro. Just cut that out, big dog. Like that ain't. So on that note, I said it to say this. Women, yeah, y'all are definitely a lot more delusional.
Okay.
Fuck 30
So
talking about so they still
let's
making
go ahead
it the
and go to the next
basketball.
question, okay? And Unc, just let me know whenever you want to come up here, man, because I know
I'm right here, bro.
no, you Unc
Trying to
and
stop my
you Unc and
background.
Uncle Coach, if you want to whenever
Oh,
you want to come up here, Unc. Yeah, I gotta say Uncle Coach, and then Uncle Chris.
my short is Unc, so
Yeah,
you're taking my
I
name
know,
from me.
I know, man, I know, man. So now here's the next question: who's more delusional, the women who think submission is slavery, or the man who thinks control is love? So here we go again. Who's more delusional, the woman who thinks submission is slavery, or the man who thinks control is love?
I I believe they're equally delusional
Okay.
All y'all motherfuckers delusional.
Why you say that?
'Cause y'all some
because
uneducated
submission
dumbass
comes with
motherfuckers.
growing in love with
And I
someone
dropped out.
and
And they be
learning
so
how to
sad. That be
depend on someone and
that be my
somebody
the
allowing you
craziest
to
part to
depend on
me.
them by
I'm
being
a whole
consistent
dropout and be
and
smarter than
reliable. Then you create a space for
98%
anybody
of y'all,
to be
and that shit
submissive.
sad.
Like children are
That's
submissive
sad.
because they feel like they can
Get it
depend on
together,
their
folks.
parent, and their parent has showed them that they can depend on them. So I do think sometimes when people haven't experienced it, they have a fantasy of what submission is, and they have a fantasy of what a man role play in a marriage and a woman role play, all that.
It's
But
sad.
when you have lived it, then you understand that it
What I
does
hear.
come over time, but it grows. It's not something you automatically get because you're a man, and it's not something you automatically get because you're a woman. Those things grow in a relationship.
Okay. Okay. Pleasure. You want to say something?
I want to say something.
Okay. I think I need to mute him.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
no,
gonna say if you
he,
believe, can you hear
yeah.
me? Okay.
There's a lot of background noise. Just so you know, there was.
I'm painting one of my bedrooms right now. I apologize.
Okay.
If you
That's some
believe
paint
submission
brushes
is
hitting, little
slavery
nigga.
in any ideology, then
Go
you
do
don't
some
understand what submission is. The biggest difference between submission and oppression is choice. You choose to be submissive, you're forced to be
Go do some
oppressed.
painting, little nigga.
Somebody who believes that control is love, there is a certain level of delusion there, but depending on the age and the level of responsibility of the individual, sometimes you do have to enforce a certain level of control in order to keep somebody safe. But you should never feel like somebody's trying to control you in order to gain your submission. You should choose that. You should want that. You should ask for that. And if that's not the case, then they're not trying to get you to submit. They're trying to oppress you. And that's the biggest difference.
Oppression.
That
Yeah. Go ahead.
no, he kind of hit on part of what it is that I was going to talk about. So for me, it's the woman that thinks submission is slavery, because submission is simply yielding to
The
authority and
fuck?
being
Oh,
of
okay.
service, which I think anybody wants to
Man,
be
what
in
time
a
is it?
relationship. But what is it? The
Damn.
control part. So, depending on the contents, like Pleasure was just talking about, first part is that in order to provide protection, there's a level of control that needs to be there. And then there's also self control, which is self love as well. So, depending on the contents and how it is it's being applied, determines if it's being used correctly or you
I
being
could
used in a
sworn I
perverse
turned
way.
that motherfucker on.
Okay. Nicole or Miss Talks. Or actually, if you want.
I thought what Pleasure said was hit the nail on the head. Like it was perfect.
Okay.
I agree with him.
Okay. Miss Ashley. Oh, she must be doing something. Miss Talks. Can you? Oh, go ahead.
I know I said this the something panel,
Yeah, you got some bad connection.
but I ain't gonna lie.
Actually, you got some bad connection.
I give them they props. This the
is,
positive one.
a leader.
This the first one I seen men and women being able to agree.
Okay, no,
Ain't
you
nobody
can go ahead
talking
now.
over
We
each
can hear
other.
you now, but there was like some bad connection right there. But you can go ahead speak now. We heard you. Go ahead, speak now.
Okay, I was saying, as long as her man is leading, she won't feel forced because she'll naturally submit. Only time is forced. Now, some men do require. It's like you have to submit to me no matter what. But if a woman feels like her man is submitting to God first and foremost, it'll absolutely
I'm
come
trying to
naturally.
figure out why
Hey,
the fuck you ain't turned on yet.
Ashley, you're saying
Let
there
me.
has to be some type of knowing. So it's not just or earned or given, but
Hey,
also,
that
so I
time
mean,
ticking.
however, hey, what's up,
That
blessed wife?
time
What's up,
ticking,
sis?
y'all. So,
It has to be some type of knowing of this man. Correct? Is that
I
what you're saying?
that's it for right now. The time ticking, so I'm gonna be I I ain't got too much time left, so I'm gonna see y'all until next time.